Here we go. Today is all about making your cheekbones pop. Now, the muscles that actually enable us to do that, when they are rigid and they don't have enough oxygen in them and they haven't been sculpted, they can actually have the opposite effect and pull the face down. So what I'm going to show you today is how to warm those muscles up and actually sculpt them so that your cheekbones sit higher in your face. The one thing I did want to say though before we start is that if you don't have time to massage your face in the day or in the evening, you must always work on your neck. So if you don't get the chance to actually massage your face, your neck is the super highway to releasing lots of oxygen and nutrients into your skin, but it's also an amazing place to actually drain that lymph out of your face. So anything that's sitting in your face, which is murky, stagnant lymph, that can give you dullness to your skin, that can make your skin look really grey and tired, this is the way of releasing it. So if you look back at a couple of videos that I posted a couple of weeks ago, always work on your neck, warm those muscles up, get the nutrients pumping around, and very importantly, drain that lymph. If you don't have time to do anything else, that's really important. So I have worked on my neck this morning. So this morning what I'm going to show you how to do is to lift these cheekbones. Now the first thing we need to do is warm the muscles up. So if you don't have neck issues or tightness in your neck, this is the very first technique I'm going to show you. First of all, obviously put some oil in your hands, rub your hands together, warm the oil up and press into your skin. Now don't drag the skin, but press it into the skin and then just massage very gently to start warming those muscles and that skin up. It's really important that you use oil. You don't want it so greasy that it's slipping, but you want it greasy enough that you have a little bit of glide. You do not want to be dragging your skin ever. So first of all, we're going to start working on the muscles underneath the cheekbone. So we're going to take the pads of our fingers, all four of them, starting at the side of the chin and working slowly but firmly up underneath the chin. No, underneath the cheeks. And then we come to the side of the jaw again and press slowly but firmly until we reach that bony part of our cheek. Now, as you're doing this, you should start to feel maybe a bit of lumpiness, a bit of tightness, particularly here, which is our chewing muscle, our masseter muscle. And what you're doing, you're actually starting to warm those muscles up and release any tension that you might be feeling in them. And I would suggest you do this a couple of times and then come back again to the side of the chin, and this time go up under the muscle but push up over the cheek and bring your fingers along the jaw again, under the muscle, over the cheek, and then right in front of the ear where the chewing muscle is, under the muscle, over the cheek. And you should start to feel your face warming up. Now again, you want to speed this up a little bit, under the muscle, over the cheek, under the muscle, over the cheek, under the muscle, over the cheek. And you're really starting to warm those muscles up now. It should feel a bit crunchy, a bit lumpy, but what you're doing is warming those muscles up so that you can actually start sculpting them. Now, an additional exercise before we start sculpting the muscles, particularly for people that have a bit of problems with neck pain, is just to lean your head very gently to one side, bring your opposite hand over, and with the pads of your fingers, start to run them gently but firmly from the jaw up underneath the cheek. And just keep doing that right the way along underneath the cheek. Again, you should feel bits of gristle, lumpiness that you're releasing as you massage that muscle. And you want to do that 5 or 6 times. Now, the beauty of this exercise is that you can work on the side of your eye as well. Now, I'll stop for a moment and just explain. We can lose a lot of volume in the sides of our eyes as we get older, and that can create a lot of droopiness, hooded eyes, and just generally feeling like your eyes aren't open anymore. Now, this exercise, when you bring it up to the side of your face and you just keep moving those fingers on the side of your eyes, you're introducing not only oxygen to this muscle, but you're ironing out that muscle. And it's a really good way of lifting your eye and raising those eyebrows as well, creating volume by that temple. So I'm going to move on to the other side of my face now, and again with the pads of my fingers starting at my jawline, I'm going to massage up underneath the muscle. Feel that crunchiness, that lumpiness that you're just beginning to warm up and release. And again, try to do this 5 or 6 times. I'm just speeding it up just because it's live this morning. And then bring it up the side of the masseter muscle and then up the side of the face. And again, massage that side of your eye. Imagine introducing oxygen into the side of that eye and stretching that muscle out, but gently, but stretching that muscle out. Almost, you don't want to be tickling the skin. You want to be almost feeling like you're right into that muscle, and you will find that those eyes start lifting. You won't end up with that very hooded look that we can get sometimes when we're dehydrated or we're losing the volume here. Now the sculpting bit. So you actually make a fist out of both hands. You take the forefinger, hook it up underneath your cheek by your nose, and bring the whole of your hand up underneath your cheek, right up to the top of your ear. Side of your nose, bring every single knuckle in underneath that muscle and finish off with that small finger right up to the side of your nose. And this will start lifting your cheeks. And again, you should, any little bits of gristle you can feel, any lumps, just give it a little wiggle as you're coming up. And again, 5 or 6 times. And then to finish off, just to iron out that muscle and to drain any other puffy lymph that's sitting there, you make a sort of almost like a triangle out of your fingers. Put your fingers either side of your nose with your thumbs underneath and push quite firmly out to the sides of your face, and then very gently drain down the side of the face, down the side of the neck, wiggle above the clavicle. And what this is doing, you are ironing that muscle out, you are pushing the lymph out, but these are the main lymph drainage points where you're basically taking the rubbish out of your face, but gently, gently, gently down the side of your face, down the side of your neck, a wiggle above your clavicles. And finally, out gently down the side of your face, the side of your neck, wiggle above your clavicles. This is the main drainage point for neutralized lymph into your blood supply. So that's it for this.